Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of True Information. I am Marquis Davis here with GrownMan. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm great, dude. It's grown ass, man. You know, tell your mama about me. It's all right. And just we still in this goddamn on COVID-19 Corona lock-in, man. I'm getting a little stir crazy. I love my wife. And we've been looking at each other for the last 14, 15, 22 days. It's rough. My little kid, he gone nuts. Look, man, give me something to talk about.
Hey, look, I have realized that I do not like my children and I don't like my wife. No, okay, so I'm so excited about this show because, you know, I was reading online and I heard all this talk about this COVID-19 stimulus package, and it's going to be free money for me, and I'm so happy about it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, what am I not supposed to be happy about free money?
Is it really free? There's nothing in life for free, my friend.
Well,
the biggest question I continue to hear, and I've been looking for the answer repeatedly, is where's this free money supposed to come from? Who's paying for it? You know what I mean?
Who's paying for it? We just got to print it out. That's what we got to do, right?
Yeah, no,
not at all. That's not how this works?
No, that's not how this works, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I thought that we could just print the money out and send it to everybody.
No. When you do that, you actually lessen the value of the dollar.
Who cares about the value of the dollar? As long as milk is still $2.50, I'm gonna pay $2.50 for it.
No, because when you get inflation, because there's so many dollars, then it actually lessens the value, and now you have milk that now costs $10.15 because there's so many bills in circulation.
Well,
it's an economic thing.
If I have $10.15, it won't matter to me because I have it for free. I want my free $1,200.
No.
They're not giving us free 12. Okay. So everybody out there, listen to the sound of my voice. The stimulus package. I'm so glad we're doing this show so that way we can inform you here on True Information about what you can expect, when you can expect it, if we can do a guesstimation of it, and how you can expect it. All right?
Yep.
So unlike myself, I have done no research. Grown-ass man has taken the time out to actually read the bill. All 44 pages of it.
It's like reading a very unhappy novel that was written by a lawyer who was asleep and very angry with life.
Well, I didn't read it. I like Cliff Notes. So I know I'm getting $1,200. I don't care where it's from. I just know I'm getting it. So if you let's start off. Okay, so if you guys are, have been buried under a rock for the last couple of weeks, we have a virus going around that's killing people and has caused us to be on lockdown. If you have been under a rock and have not seen any news at all. So the President Trump has come out and said, hey, we need to do something to stimulate the economy. So he suggested, I think he suggested that we give.
I came up and I'm going to suggest this. This is what we should do. This is what we're going to do.
It's going to be the greatest, the biggest package ever.
It's going to be the greatest package, the biggest package ever, aside from mine. Sorry, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
But yeah, so now we have the largest stimulus package that has ever been put together in the United States' history to help support the economy. Now, how are we going to do this? Grown-ass man, you've done the research. Tell us, how are we going to do this?
Okay, so let's start off with who. Who will receive the stimulus package? According to IRS.gov, as of March 30th, 2020, eligible taxpayers who filed tax returns for either 2019 or 2018 will automatically receive an economic impact payment of up to $1,200 for individuals or $2,400 for married couples and up to $500 for each qualifying child. Now, your child had to have been born and on record between the dates of, from my understanding, 2018, 2019.
Oh,
so
man.
you filed your taxes.
I'm about to be rolling in the dough with free money.
You got like 12 kids, right?
I got 5, but still, that's free money.
That's free money. That's a lot of teeth.
It's still free money? It's still
see, hold on. You said free money. I'm still not sure where this money's coming from. So we got to be... Okay. How about this? Next question I usually hear. Is the stimulus check taxable?
Uh-oh.
According to Forbes.com, I think it's, January, February, March, April. Yeah, my bad. April.
Counting is hard.
Yeah, it is. April 6th, which was yesterday, 2020. No, the stimulus checks are non-taxable. They will not be included in your 2020 tax income.
Well, okay, hold on a second. They say that now.
They say that now.
But I know when I go on to TurboTax to do my taxes next year, I'm going to have to click a form saying, did you receive a stimulus check? I know it. I know it's going to happen.
I do too. So let's all just be, I'm glad it's being recorded. Let's all just be the first ones to say they're probably going to do something. They're probably going to do something.
It's going to happen.
So let's not act like it's not coming. Don't spend all your stimulus check on, Jordans.
Crab legs.
God damn it. God dang it. I knew you were going to say something like that. I knew it. I knew you were going to say something. The goddamn crab legs, fried shrimp. Shut up. Go away. Get out of my house.
You know, black folks, we're going to have us a fish fry, and we're going to be having some bootleg Jordans and music playing.
No lie, I fried about 2 pounds of fish like Sunday. Delicious.
Was it delicious?
Anyway, it was delicious. Anyway, all right. So they're officially addressed as CARE Acts as a recovery rebate for individuals. These payments won't push you up to the next tax bracket. Honestly, if only $1,200 pushes you up to the next tax bracket, something's strange.
What am I doing wrong if that's the case?
If that's the thing, right? Yeah. So people keep asking, you said this, you alluded to this earlier while we were, starting up. What date will the stimulus package check be deposited? And it says under Newsweek, one day ago, Newsweek.com says the Internal Revenue Service, them people, the IRS, also known as the feds.
Uh-oh.
Will start directly depositing the income impact payment, otherwise known as the stimulus check, directly to American accounts for mid-April, around April 15th.
Okay, so what I'm seeing, though, is that if you haven't submitted your taxes yet and need a refund soon, you might want to file them by April 15th, even though the IRS has stopped receiving taxes, right?
The IRS has not stopped receiving taxes. Tax season was actually extended, I believe. Actually, let me look up right now. Tax season, as I type and you put filler in here.
Season. So yeah, we're looking at the tax season now. We need to see when the tax season is going to stop. So that way, if you haven't filed your taxes, you can file your taxes. Even at the time of the show, the airing of this show, you can file your taxes, hopefully, so that you can receive your payment of $1,200 from the stimulus package.
At least $1,200. At least $1,200. Now, oddly enough, $1,200 really doesn't pay for anything except for maybe some small bills. But anyway,
my rent isn't even $1,200.
Okay, IRS.gov newsroom. The Treasury Department and the Internal Revenue Service announces today, which was March 23rd, 2020, that the federal income tax filing due date is automatically extended from April 15, 2020 until July 15th, 2020.
Okay, so guys, even if you file your taxes in July, you can still get a stimulus check. You can get two checks.
And here's two checks. Here's why. Because, again, the 2018-2019 filed taxes are what they're using. So if they don't have a 2019, they're going to use your 2018. And you did those in 2019. So you see what I'm talking about? You see how this is going? Okay. So
that seems pretty okay to me, I guess.
That's actually pretty good. So
can I read off the income requirements to qualify?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think we should. Okay, so $1,200 will be given to individual taxpayers. $2,400 will go to married couples who filed jointly, and families will receive an additional $500 per qualifying child. We already said that, under the age of 17. Okay,
that's right.
These numbers apply to individuals with adjusted gross income up to $75,000.
What does that mean, sir?
Well, I guess your gross income, not your net pay, your gross pay has to be up to $75,000.
Up to meaning up to like from 0 to 75,000, or up to like
0 to 75,000. And married couples who file jointly are up to $150,000. And heads of households are up to $112,000 and $112,500. So who comes up with these numbers?
I don't. The IRS.
I mean, like, come on, it's just
no. And what I read, and I unfortunately I cannot recite the source right now because it's not in front of me, but I do remember this from memory. Think of taking minimum wage, which is like $7 and something cents. Think of minimum wage for a week. Take that price. Take that amount. Do that for 2 weeks. That's your paycheck, and then double that, and that's your month. And what they're saying is that's what we need to use, or that's what they're using as the baseline. Which again, the economy does not fit the stimulus package.
Yeah, I'm not saying how it would.
Because if you think about it, $1,200, I don't care where you are, even if you're living by yourself, does not take care of a whole, okay. It does not take care of utility. It doesn't take care of your mortgage most times. It doesn't take care of your rent most times. And if it does, then you're either doing very well or you're just like struggling and it just barely gets it.
You're eating noodles and tuna fish.
And here's the thing. And like, I know we're going off on a small tangent, but I'm going to go here.
Go there. Go.
And I said this to my father-in-law. I said this to my wife. I said it to a couple of friends. To have the economy still spend during a moment where people can't earn, or most people, I should say, cannot earn, is a very bad idea. If you can't earn, but you are still expected to spend, you are going to get in trouble very quickly. If you do not have the money to spend, you shouldn't be spending. Now, this $1,200 or $2,400 or $2,900 if you are married, filed jointly with one child, yeah, you get that money. But I'm sorry, you still have to pay rent. You still have to pay utilities.
Yep.
I'm sorry, let me rephrase. Some people still have to pay rent because not all rental apartment rentals or wherever are making people pay rent. You still have to pay mortgage if you have a mortgage. Yep. You still have to buy gas if you have to drive somewhere.
I mean, but gas is so cheap right now. So
gas is cheap, but that's still on the list, but it's very low. You still have to pay for groceries and items that go in your house that you don't eat.
But you see, I think that's what this stimulus package is geared towards, is buying things for the household at these big box chain stores, so that way we can keep these mega employers around. Think about it. If Walmart went under right now, we would lose a lot of jobs. A lot of jobs. So the stimulus package is going to be more geared towards us going to Walmart, Kroger, Publix, Sam's Clubs, BJ's to buy things so that we can keep those people employed. So that way we aren't losing our major infrastructure when it comes to jobs here in America, because Walmart's the number one employer in America. Okay.
Why would Walmart go down? Because why would Walmart go down right now? What would be the thing?
Well, think about it. Okay, so let's look at my Walmart right here, right? So now they have a count. They're counting everyone that comes in the store. I don't know the number of which is the cutoff, but they're counting everyone that comes into the store, okay? So if it comes down to a time or a moment in this current predicament that we're in, where they say no one can go out unless you are going directly to a grocery store or a bank. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, if a cop comes behind you and follows you and you go to McDonald's, he's pulling you over, sending you back home. But if you're going to Walmart, he's like, okay, you can go to Walmart. So if we can't spend our money at other places except Walmart, then guess what? Some people aren't going to go, right?
Right.
And if some people don't go, then guess what? A lot of people are going to stop going, and then that store is going to go down, just as so many other stores are folding right now because of this coronavirus.
Let me interject right here, though. They're gonna go down. Why would their business close? Let's put this in real short terms. Why would a business close if they don't have to pay rent?
So do we even need the stimulus?
Do we need a stimulus if we just say everyone stay in place and freeze rent, freeze the need to have to pay the bank, freeze the need to have to pay the bank for the next 3 months?
Well, wouldn't the bank go under?
No, because guess what? The bank doesn't have to pay the bank either.
What?
No.
So, I'm so confused right now.
Exactly. That's what most Americans are. It's confused. Here's the thing. If you owe the rental apartment building rent because you're staying in that place, they only collect so that they can pay off their constituents.
Their mortgage and stuff.
They can pay their mortgage.
You went out on.
Okay, well, I was going to get to that first. They pay off their stock investors. They pay off the investors. They pay off the rental staff that works there. They pay off the utilities, and they pay off the mortgage. The mortgage is with the bank. The bank is saying that you owe this much money. So they take money from you so they can put it all together and they can pay the mortgage for the apartment complex or whatever.
So what you're saying to me right now is that if the government goes and says, hey, we're going to put a freeze on rent, we're going to put a freeze on mortgages, we're going to put a freeze on automobile payments, and so that we can make it out of this as a country and still have an economy that is balanced.
Yes, because if you freeze it, it doesn't die. If you freeze the turkey meat that is in your refrigerator right now and you pull it out in 2 weeks, guess what, bro? It's still good. It's frozen. It's okay. Dethaw it and let it. And here's the thing: if they're saying that the economy, that the COVID-19 shelter in place is not going to end until June, then you make all the bills turn on in July. Because the 1 month after everyone goes back to work, they're working. They have 2 paychecks within a month, and guess what? They got money now. Stop paying your bills again.
Hold on here.
It's a long tangent.
So what you're saying is that if we freeze everything, then we don't have to pay it. So that way nothing will go under.
Nope.
But we need a stimulus package.
No, we don't.
Okay. I'm so confused again.
No, we don't.
I'm back to confusion.
We don't need a stimulus package.
We don't. I don't need the free money.
Actually, let me back up 2 steps.
Okay, 2 steps.
We could still get a stimulus package, but the stimulus package, like you said a couple minutes ago, would only be used to buy groceries. Now, you're saying, well, what about the people who are still working at the groceries? Don't they they could actually get paid a little extra from their company. Their company isn't going under because 1, their company's rent is turned off, and 2, they're still making a profit because they're still selling stuff.
So what about trying to think of a way to justify not freezing everything? What about big businesses like Ford Motor Company?
Freeze it.
Would that work?
That will work because if you freeze it, there's no new money coming in, but there's no need for new money to go out either.
Yeah, exactly.
If you freeze it, it's frozen. If you freeze it, it's frozen. The only people that need to be working right now are people who are
medical.
Medical people. No. I should say first responders. So medical, police, fire department. Okay, and then people who are working at the grocery stores that are actually providing food and other items for the rest of the society. Those two groups of people need to be working right now. Everyone else, bugger off. Just leave. Like go home, shelter in place.
Now, what would that do for people, let's say, like in the retirement community or the old folks' homes, Do we need them?
Yep. So those people, they're not first responders, but the people who work at the old folks' homes, they can stay on because they're taking care of old people, and you're trying to limit the access of people to get to the old people because the old people are part of the people who are still very, very susceptible to COVID-19. Yeah. So that's fine. Fine.
So non-essential jobs such as, let's say, I don't know, road workers who are building, roundabouts for no reason. They shouldn't be out.
They should not be out. Strippers shouldn't be out.
Shouldn't be out, huh?
Nope.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. Groundskeeper Willie.
Shouldn't be out.
Shouldn't be out.
Okay, but should they get a stimulus check?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome. All right.
The people who are still working still get paid and get the stimulus check because I'm sorry, you're putting your life in danger when you get around anyone with COVID-19. You have the ability to get around people with COVID-19 anytime you step into a large group of people.
Yeah.
So everyone who has to deal with a large group of people on a regular basis because of their job should get the stimulus package and still get paid because they're doing a little bit extra. All the rest of us get the stimulus package, keep your ass in the house. Okay, fine. When you need to go out, you go out, you get your groceries, you get your happy ass back in the house, and you're done. Okay,
so with the stimulus package, though, I want to say this real quick. Now, I know. A minute or two ago, I was making fun of the actual stimulus package and the freezing of things. You know, if we freeze stuff, it makes sense to also get the stimulus package so that when we come out of the freeze, we can then boost the economy with the stimulus package, right?
Yes. Yes, because you have to look okay, we're reading the direct effect on the stimulus package on the end user, us, right?
Yeah.
But as I read Public Law 116-127, 116th Congress, it is talking about the Families First Coronavirus Response Act. That is the actual bill that was passed on March 18, 2020 that led to all of this.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So what is it really talking about? Division A, Second Coronavirus Preparedness and Response Supplemental Appropriations Act. Okay. Again, this is a lot of legal jargon. It is very wordy. I'm going to try to paraphrase the best I can.
And I'm going to try to make fun as much as I can.
Well played, sir. Go ahead. Division B, Nutrition Waivers. You'll understand why later. Division C, Emergency Family and Medical Leave Expansion Act. Division D, Emergency Unemployment Insurance Stabilization and Access Act of 2020. Division E, Emergency Paid Sick Leave Act. Division F, Health Provisions. Division G, Tax Credit and Paid Sick Leave. For tax credits for paid sick and paid family and medical leave. And Division H, Budgetary Effect. So I'm not going to go through all of those. You got Google, gosh darn it. You know how to look these up.
Figure it out yourself. Come on, people.
Look it up yourself, but I do want to hit a couple of particular facts. Okay, speaking in Division A, Food and Nutrition, to carry out this section, the Secretary of the Secretary of Agriculture may approve state agency plans for temporary emergency standards of eligibility and levels of benefits under Food and Nutrition Act of 2008.
Oh, so they're talking about SNAP benefits and WIC and stuff like that?
Yep, specifically. Specifically, they talk. So the waiver portion is you submit, I need this. They come back. Okay, you have it, but they have a time limit.
A time limit?
They have a time limit. That's why you need waivers.
What?
If they have, yes, they have a time limit on when you can submit for provisions, when you can submit to the state agencies for temporary emergency standards of eligibility. They have time limits on it. Normally, how does WIC work? Normally, you request it, you're either gain access or you're denied. Most of the times they don't deny, but they do have a timing policy between it, like this date and this date. It's kind of like when you do your taxes.
Yeah.
So they're saying in Section 1101, Part B, assistance. Again, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the Secretary of Agriculture may approve state agency plans for temporary emergency standards of eligibility and levels of benefits under the Food and Nutrition Act for households with eligible children.
Now, one thing that my wife came home from work and she was telling me some of the people she worked with were saying that you need to apply for food stamps now. They're approving everybody.
Yep, because there's a waiver. Because everyone, okay, what do food stamps do? Let's put this in real big perspective. Everyone who's not officially understanding what food stamps do, the government gives you food stamps. You buy that. You use that to purchase food, and you don't have to use real money.
Well, God damn it, I'm not going to pay for these lazy some guns to be getting free food on my account.
Shut the hell up. It's not free food, necessarily.
If I got to work, they're not going to be eating shrimp and lobster and crab legs on my account. Oh, not going to happen.
Well, guess what, idiot? You're not working either.
Oh, well, shoot. Maybe I should go ahead and apply for some food stamps. See, that's the thing. People, go apply. Go apply
for food stamps. Go. It's okay. Go apply. If your job says don't come to work, but now you have no way of working, go apply for unemployment.
Go.
Come on.
They're approving everybody.
They're approving everybody. You know why? Because no one's at work. Oh. And guess what? You wouldn't have to approve unemployment if you froze all the accounts.
Oh.
Oops.
We're going back to that?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
We're back on that. Maybe they should just freeze everything.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, what are we going on, like 4 weeks now of coronavirus lockdown?
Yeah, pretty much. All right, Part C of Section 1101, minimum closure requirements. The Secretary of Agriculture shall not provide assistance under this section in the case of a school that is not closed for less than 5 consecutive days. People.
Who hasn't closed down the schools yet?
I don't know who. Part of this bill, the first part of this bill is talking about how they're going to actually start trying to, they have the ability. They may. The Secretary of Agriculture may give state agencies the ability to pay you, the parent, for your child not being in school, receiving free or reduced lunch.
Hold on. How do I sign up for this? Where is my keyboard?
Yeah, it actually doesn't say it in here.
Well, I need to start now.
You need to start looking into that now.
Yes, I do.
And here's why. Here's why. For additional amount, the Commodity Assistance Program for the Emergency Food Assistance Program as authorized by Section 27A of the Food and Nutrition Act of 2008 and Section 204A1 of the Emergency Food Assistance Act of 1983, $400 million will remain available through September 30th, 2021. Provided that the funds made available, the Secretary may use up to $100 million for costs associated with the distribution of commodities. Furthermore, provided further that the amount is designated by Congress as being for an emergency requirement pursuant to Section 251B2AI of the Balanced Budget and Emergency Deficit Control Act of 1985. What does that all mean?
Yeah, what does it all mean?
What does it all mean?
Right
now, up until 2021, September 30th, there's $400 million that will remain for these two acts. The Commodity Assistance Program that is within the Food and Nutrition Act of 2008 and the Emergency Food Assistance Act of 1983. They're putting money in those programs so that they have money in the program to help feed people. Okay. So it's there.
I just want to ask this, okay? Just like with the stimulus package.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Where are we getting this money?
That is a wonderful question. I don't know.
I don't think anybody knows.
That's the problem.
I think we're just going to print out money and just start throwing it in the accounts.
That's the problem.
Just go over to Wells Fargo, but hey, I just printed this money. Put it in this account for the TANF. Bruh. Put it in this account for SNAP.
Like, here's the thing. Okay. If you look at your bank is all just one, like your bank online is just ones and zeros. It's binary.
Yep.
So your bank account is literally ones and zeros. It's binary. If the bank had a fail or shut down or something like that, and like all the accounts were wiped clean, then you don't have no money, but also you don't owe nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of rich people out there with a lot of money that's cold, hard cash in their hand or somewhere taped up somewhere for emergencies like this.
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm not saying anything past that. I'm just saying some people have their money still in the bank. And some people have their money in a cut up mattress in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway.
You know, like Big Mama's house when he broke the TV and all the money came flying out. And for all of my Caucasian people, if you've never, watched Big Mama, what was the name of the movie? Big Mama's house? What was it?
Oh, no, that was Soul Food, brother.
Yeah, Soul Food. If you've never watched Soul Food, I suggest you do.
Mama,
you'll see where most black folks from 1930 keep their money at. Either in TVs or in the wall or in mattresses.
I love you, Mama.
Listen, the most cheesiest movie ever made. Please don't.
Yo, that movie made it real simple for reasons why you don't bring your younger cousin around your husband.
Oh, hey, that's a whole nother show. We could talk about that movie.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh,
so, like, going further, I'm telling you, you want to take a look at this. It has funding, it has appropriations, it has waivers.
It's approved.
It is approved. It's approved. But here's the thing: if you read it, and I highlighted a bunch of times, it continues to say the Secretary of Agriculture may. You have to understand the jargon of laws. May, can, and then the other phrase will. See,
may, can, will.
May, can, will. May, if I want to, I could do it. Mm-hmm. Can, I have the ability to do it. Once again, will. That is an order. Mm-hmm. All of us military personnel who are listening to this, we understand an order. You will do this. You will complete this. You will not do this. That is a direct order.
Yep.
There's very few direct orders in this thing. There is a lot of leeway and a lot of ability and a lot of shalls, cans, and mays. So
what this 44-page package is pretty much telling me is that if someone thinks that this might be a good idea, I can do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, if someone up higher above us thinks that we need it, then they have the ability to say, yes, you can have it. And then you can have it.
So this COVID-19 stimulus package, which we are trying to explain here on True Information with Marquis Davis and Grown Ass Man.
Tell your mama about me.
We are trying to explain the COVID-19 stimulus package that we all should have or will receive in the near future. Mm-hmm. I'm just ready to get my money because, I got some gold teeth I got to get, some new shoes. I got to get rims.
God damn, stop it.
Is that not what we're supposed to get with this?
Nope. Oh. All right, so here's something. It's Title 6, Department of Veteran Affairs. For additional amount medical services, $30 million to remain available until September 30th, 2022 for health services consistent with SARS, COVID-2, or COVID-19 related.
SARS?
Oh, yeah.
SARS?
Yep.
I thought we just had one disease to deal with this year, not SARS.
It's the same one. It's the same one. It's SARS-CoV-2 or COVID-19. It's just a different designation of the same.
Screw this, dude. I got to get out of here.
It's like saying African Americans or Americans that happen to be black people. Nope.
I'm an American, and I'm just going to panic because I heard SARS mentioned alongside COVID-19. Nope. Screw it. That's kind of what we have to do.
Whatever.
I got to go buy more toilet paper.
What I'm talking about right now is that the Veteran Affairs is, it says in Section 1701, no later than 30 days after the date of enactment of this act, the head of each executive agency that receives funding in this act shall provide a report detailing anticipated uses for all such funding to the committees of the appropriations of House of Representatives and Senate. Your VA, listen up, veterans, your VA has to tell the House of Representatives and the Senate how they're going to spend the money that they're going to get from this act.
Dude, my head is just spinning in circles after you read that.
I had to go through this twice because it's that thick.
Oh, my goodness.
And I wanted to bring up this particular point. My wife said this in passing as I tell her what I'm doing. I am not a lawyer. I am a smart person, but I am not a lawyer. Just like I am not a doctor, but I did study at the Holiday Inn Express, and now I'm pretty good. But that means that has one particular thing that I want to point out with this. Congress, House of Representatives, the Senate, basically. If you look at all of their resumes, they've all been lawyers.
Pretty much.
The lawyers know how to write laws. It's kind of a no-brainer at that point. But here's the other problem. Most of America isn't lawyers, and we don't know how to read laws.
See, you know what's funny to me though? It's like if you look at traffic laws, right?
Yep.
If you fly through a red light, you get a ticket or you go to jail, right?
Yep.
Plain English. We understand that. We know that. With this stimulus package, this could have been a 2-page freaking report where they said, these are the people getting money. This is how much they're going to get money. This is how much is going to be deduced. Yep. And these are the programs that are going to get money.
Yep.
These are the programs that are not going to get money.
Yep.
Instead of saying, oh, where in doubt, oh, speaking like William Shakespeare, we don't need that. But the lawyers will say, oh, but you do. It's all about the verbiage. But it's like, if you put things in plain English, you'll have more Americans backing something. If you put it in plain English.
If you put it in plain English, so if there was a bridge version, and I can't find one, so if any of our listeners can find one, please, what's the email address again?
Email the show at, we haven't started one yet. God damn.
Oh, well, okay. We'll start one soon. But hey, what's the chat room? The chat room.
Yeah, go to the chat room over there at dvradio.net. Let us know
dvradio.net. And, if you can find an abridged version of this stimulus bill, once again, it's called Public Law 116-127, written March 18, 2020, Families First Coronavirus Response Act. If you can find an abridged version to this, and that'd be great. But here's the thing that Marquis was actually pointing out. The American public needs to be able to trust politicians.
Yep.
I'm not saying they need to be able to trust all the Republicans or trust all the Democrats, trust all the independents. We need to trust our politicians. Politicians want to act like and be perceived as having transparency. And that's okay until they do stuff like this, until they write laws into law that the regular human being that lives in America cannot read.
And I promise you there's going to be some hidden agenda within this bill that's going to give some money to some obscure city somewhere for no reason.
See, but again, the reason why it's so detailed and it's such an legal jargon is to make sure that the money isn't used. It's not misappropriated funds used for bad things. So they're saying you have 30 million in this pot of money. You have the ability to use it for this over here. They didn't say you will, because if something comes down the road and you need to change it and use it for something else for an emergency, you can't, because the act said you will use it for this. But with that leeway of you may, then we have issues because, well, where'd the money go? Where's the checks and balances? Where are the receipts?
Where are the receipts? Dude. Earmarks and lobbyists are my biggest things that I hate about politicians and politics altogether. Earmarks and lobbyists. And I can see a lot of lobbyists in this bill.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know,
there's a lot. And it's just, and here's the thing. This is one bill that we've taken a time out to actually look at, to actually try to pick apart. I'm going to send it to some of my lawyer friends who just so happen to be at home. I should have done that earlier, but I'm going to send it to some of my lawyer friends.
Lawyers are non-essential.
Look, lawyers are non-essential. Because guess what? The court, you shouldn't be really arrested because the courts are closed too.
You know, it just bewilders me, man, how we have so many laws that go into effect every year, so many bills that go into effect every year, but yet and still we have little things within them, which are called earmarks, that give $5 million to, Bo Hogan, Utah, for what reason? No one knows.
Because they won the bid. They won the bid to be a contractor.
Oh,
and the United States military does lower bidder. Lowest bidder gets it. And we know what happens when the lowest bidder gets it.
You know what? I'll tell people about the story about when, I was looking at some paperwork and I saw that we were getting charged $3,000 for lugs and nuts.
Yep, lugs and nuts.
something that you can go to Home Depot and about 55 cents.
Yep.
They're charging the United States military $3,000 for this.
Yep.
How can I get into that racket? How can I get into that racket?
Well, here's the thing. They're not charging for the because the lugs and nuts is the end item of the user end item, but you have to package it. It has to be quality assurance. So it has to be QA QC'd. You have to have people on standby to receive the order. You got to actually package the order. You got to ship the order. And so all of that money that comes with from point A to end user, A1 to end, they're charging you for everything in between that.
That sounds like a quartermaster talk right there.
Bruh, it is. And I just so happen to be a logistician.
I was field artillery, so big guns go boom. That's all I know.
Big guns go boom. Nose plug and everything.
Yeah,
big gun. Well,
no, don't shoot the... okay, hold on a second. You just got me on the soapbox. Here's a little sidebar. If you are a gun chief listening to the sound of my voice and you shoot a round with a nose plug in it, I am going to personally come down to the gun and smack the hell out of you.
Smack
him. Right? Just so you know.
Smack him.
Because you just sent lead down range for no reason that's not going to do anything. Not going to explode or anything. Nothing.
It's not going to go boom. It's going to go funk.
It's going to just go deep into the ground.
You better just hope someone gets hit by it. Like, if you're doing some type of mission and you just hope someone gets hit by it. Like,
oh, man.
Like it hits a car.
You know what?
Not in America. Okay, so anyway,
I just want everyone to understand. Okay, yes, me and grown ass man are military. You know, we have military backgrounds, and you know, when you say things like "leave the nose plug in the round," it just triggers something in us. You know,
triggered.
But yeah, so this is a stimulus package, as we are trying to discuss it here on True Information with me, Marquis Davis, and grown ass man.
Tell your mom about me.
I'm about to say, where's the man? You got to say it.
That's my thing. That's my ad lib. No, real talk though. If you have more questions about this that maybe we didn't answer, we didn't think of, write them in the chat. If you write them in the chat, one of us is going to be able to read it, and then we can at least, probably report back later on. I mean, when we might have COVID-19 stimulus package part 2, answer to some of the questions that have not been answered already.
And that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to answer as many questions as we can while still trying to be entertaining. All right? Because we can sit here all day and NPR this COVID-19. Hello, today on the True Information, we're going to talk about the COVID-19 package. And we're going to have all of the facts dotted and highlighted so that you can understand them very well here on NPR.
Yeah. Can a brother get a table day? Sing it. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. That's not the right one.
I don't think this is the wrong station. Am I on V103? What is going on here? So,
Update coming. Update. Bring with it.
But you guys got to understand, we are trying to give you the best information that we can find. We're not experts.
No, but we are cognizant of things like reading.
We are normal Americans.
We are normal Americans with a flair for the dramatic, but more of a flair for the truth.
The truth is what will set you free. And that's all we're trying to do. Or
if you did something wrong, the truth is going to get your butt locked up.
Yeah, get you locked up too.
Just saying.
Just trying to put it out there, So anybody who lied on their tax return in 2018 and 2019, they might come back and get you. They might come and get you with this stimulus package, So with that, man, this has been an awesome show. Just trying to give out some good information. Make sure you guys, tune in every Thursday at 1900 here on dvradio.net.
Cheer.
And with that, I am Marquis Davis.
And I am grown ass man. Oh, wait. Tell your mom about me.
See, I was about to say, come on now. And with that, this has been a great show. Tune in next week where we will have another show about something that is going to be about something.
Oh, no. Next week's show is going to be about the Second Amendment.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Because you called me and was bruh, I want more guns. And I was like, I do too. And so we was just like, Second Amendment.
Yep, Second Amendment. That's it.
But yeah, check us next week, Thursday, 1900, for more True Information with Marquis Davis and Grown Ass Man. And we'll be talking about the Second Amendment like champs.
On dvradio.net.
on dvradio.net. Please do not go out and use your stimulus package to buy a gun. I don't think that's what it's used for.
Shit.
Yep, I said it. I said it. I don't care who I said it to. I said it to you, who that applies to.
Well, I hope you know that I'm not going to listen to your advice. Not at all.
All right, fine.
And with that, you guys have a good night.